Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. We had a very special Supra here, unlike any that you ever seen on the channel. Let's get into today's video. All right, guys, anybody that knows anything about the A90 Supra has probably seen or witnessed this car all the way around Instagram, YouTube, whatever. Here we have the man himself, Mark.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
And we are here to paint this car pink of all colors, Mark. What's going on?
It's gonna be female genitalia pink.
What did he say?
Very nice and smooth, soft color.
And
it's like a 4-stage.
Yeah, and then like some like 23s, 24s.
Yeah, I think about 24s in the back, 19s in the
front. For
the
traction,
yeah,
right?
You need the front.
You need the traction, right? Oh, yeah.
But yeah. Obviously, I have to pick SOS Customs, obviously, because this is custom. I'm super happy that it's here. You guys are taking care of me. I can't wait to show everybody the paint color. It's got a no J in it.
It's got a no J, man.
Yeah, got a no J swap.
We've done so many Supras. I can't even count how many Supras that we've done, but we've never done one with no engine. Obviously, this is gonna be a build unlike any other, and we're so happy to be a part of it. Mark here has done a lot of legwork to get this thing down here to us. We've been planning this for a little bit, and it's finally here. It's finally the day. What are you more excited about, getting to reveal this color or just getting this thing finally done?
Both. The color is very, very, very special to me. It's very nostalgic, and you guys will see when it's time. But I've owned this chassis has 400 miles on it. So I took the motor out right away, wrapped it right away. I haven't really seen the car like painted in my head, like envisioned the way I wanted it to be. So equally as excited about the paint and equally excited to finish it. I already drove the car with the 2J in it, so it was fun. So I already drove it, but I never got to experience the quality of the paint, all this shit right here. This is sick, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of fabrication to get this thing to work. And I mean, I just feel very honored to be a part of this build because I have been watching this build since the very get-go. And who would have thought a couple years later, here we are, and now it's up to us to get this thing finished up, and we couldn't be more excited for the task. Regardless, it's time to get to work on this thing. Mark's gonna take off. You're in good hands, man.
I hope so, man. I mean, I'm trusting you guys with my life here. This is the only car I got left, dude. So you guys got to take care of it.
Oh,
please.
Definitely, man. We are so excited to get this thing looking right and getting it ready for you. So I guess we'll see you in a couple weeks with some paint and some new wheels.
Paints and parts, my friend.
All right, brother.
Pleasure.
We'll see you soon. Yeah, take it easy. This is your car.
My car. This is a garage. It's not a junkyard.
You probably pushed this across the finish line.
No faith? Pop the hood.
Hey, pop the hood.
Pop the hood?
Pop the hood.
We got no motor, do we?
All right, guys, so the first thing that we're gonna do to this thing is start cleaning up the engine bay, de-trimming it, taking off bumper, headlights, and get this engine bay into primer while we wait for the special color to arrive. Kevin went ahead and made our job a lot easier. He took everything apart, and the good thing about Kev is that he's very organized, so he'll be able to put this thing back together. He bagged and tagged everything. Now it's time to go ahead and start prepping this thing out and get it ready for primer. We'll want to make sure that all these transitions are really nice, kind of sand all these little areas, get everything ready for primer, so that way when we get our paint here, we can go ahead and get to the final prep. So it begins, Engine Bay Chronicles. We have started to shave some of these welds off like we talked about, doing a little bit of filler work in there, and then we're gonna go ahead and get this whole engine bay in primer first, and then from there we're gonna go ahead and start working on the fenders and so on and so forth. We have a lot of jobs lined up this month, so priority is to get this thing wrapped up ASAP. All right, guys, so we got the engine bay all torn apart, everything covered up with some of the welds, got everything prepped out, getting everything masked up, and getting ready to shoot some primer over this thing so we can finally get ready to get some color. All right, guys, and we're just trying to end today's video getting this thing into primer. Got A20 over there. How's it looking underneath there, A20?
Good.
Looking good?
Nice.
Yeah? Nice and tight? That down there is looking nice and tight too, Aton. What do you have to say about that?
Thank you.
I really like the fab work that they did up here up front. Now it's just time to get this thing all sealed off with some primer, and then that way we can go ahead and start getting this thing prepped off for paint. And finally, our paint has arrived from Japan. This thing has been sitting in a corner of the shop for months. It's been crazy. I totally forgot this car existed. This is an epic car, and it's gonna be even more epic when we're done painting this thing. But here it is in the booth, finally getting ready for some paint. Let's take a look at it. Sheesh! Full color change, engine bay, fully shaved. This thing is gonna be insane. Level of prep of this thing is gonna be way nicer than anything OEM has ever offered on the A90. The finish, just all this dimple dyes and everything like that. It's just gonna look so clean in here. Imagine with that 2jz no shit up in here, man. It's gonna be super dope. All right, we got some sealer down. Up next is some paint, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so fast forward about 3 months. You know, the car hadn't been touched in so long because engine bay was pretty much ready to get painted. From there, Mark was going back and forth on colors. He came up with this really cool color, otherwise known as Top Secret Gold. But to be 100% true authentic, Mark, and if you guys seen any of Mark's build, went the extra mile, ordered the paint directly from Top Secret Japan. Literally the same paint that Smokey Nagata would put on his skylines and stuff like that. So in order to get that paint, it took all this time. So if any of you guys have been keeping up with the build, things been sitting untouched, but this is what it looks like now. All right guys, so this thing has been waiting paint a long time. This thing came in, we started working on it, we started talking about colors, and then before you know it, Mark decided to go with this color, which is amazing. But that also put months of damper on this project timeline because the paint took so long to get here. But we finally got it here, so we're showing you what it looks like. It looks amazing, guys. I'm really happy with the color. It was definitely worth the wait. But now we gotta get working on the rest of the car. Luckily, this is a brand new Supra still. It's been wrapped. We're gonna go ahead and start prepping this out for paints. We already did a little bit of a wider arch on both sides, rolled them, pulled them, body worked them. The rest of the car doesn't really need a lot of body work. What you're gonna see next is getting this thing ready for paint. But that's gonna wrap up today's video, guys. Can't give you everything in one shot. This is gonna take a little bit of time, but we will be documenting the rest of the build process. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button to go ahead and see the finished product. I'm guessing about 2 to 3 weeks, this thing's fully painted and assembled and should be ready for the final polish and stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. In the next episode, you will definitely see this thing all done. So make sure you guys tune in. Here at SOS Customs, we got you covered. Peace.